Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is one of the most unstoppable guards in the NBA today. At 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan, a lightning first step, and a jumper smoother than silk, he's almost unguardable. In the 2024 season, he joined Michael Jordan as only the second player ever to average 30 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals while shooting over 50% from the field. But here's the twist. Just like MJ, Shai once got cut from his high school varsity team. Think about that. A kid who couldn't even make the team would one day become one of the best players in the world. This is the story of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the underrated Canadian who turned doubt into fuel and rose from a 4-star recruit to a global NBA superstar. Born in Toronto, raised in Hamilton, Shai came from humble beginnings. His mom, Charmaine, was an Olympic track star for Antigua and Barbuda, passing on speed and athleticism. His dad, Vaughn, gave him the love of basketball and taught him fundamentals while taking him to Raptors games to watch Chris Bosh. Shai fell in love with the game, spending hours putting up shots on the hoop mounted above the family's garage, chasing a dream no one else could see yet.
High school struggles and development. At 14, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander didn't even make his high school varsity team, a rejection that lit a fire inside him. Instead of quitting, he doubled down, spending countless hours training privately with Dwayne Washington, the coach who founded UPlay Canada. Washington saw something others didn't and shaped Shai into the pick-and-roll maestro we see today. Their work wasn't just physical, it was mental. Hours of film, endless breakdowns, and 27 different drills built around ball screens and timing. Washington drilled into Shai the importance of pace, teaching him to count in his head before attacking, so every move had purpose. By the time Shai was 18, he wasn't just another kid chasing a dream, he was learning the same craft that only legends like James Harden and Chris Paul had mastered. That foundation, born out of failure and relentless work, was what set him apart and turned an overlooked Canadian teenager into one of the NBA's brightest stars.
Competitive rivalry with cousin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander didn't just grow through team practices or private workouts. He had a secret weapon, his cousin Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Born just 2 months apart, the two pushed each other like brothers, battling one-on-one games that sometimes got so heated they nearly came to blows. But that fire forged greatness. Every trash talk, every hard foul, every near fight made them sharper, tougher, and hungrier. That bond turned 2 Canadian kids into NBA stars. Transfer to and breakout. After that season, one man with a strange laugh completely changed Shai's career. Kawhi Leonard, fresh off a Finals MVP and considered the best player in the world, wanted to return home to LA and join the Clippers, but only if they traded for Paul George. Desperate, the Clippers gave up one of the biggest trade packages in NBA history: 5 future first-round picks, 2 pick swaps, Danilo Gallinari, and young guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Most rookies would see it as rejection, but for Shai, it was the beginning of something bigger. Oklahoma City planned to tank, but under Chris Paul's mentorship, the Thunder shocked the league, forming one of the best backcourts in basketball. Shai averaged 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists, but what stood out was his poise in the clutch. He shot and only the second since Russell Westbrook in 30 years. That was the night the NBA realized this wasn't just a promising guard, this was a future superstar. And even though OKC fell to the Rockets in a 7-game playoff battle, Shai averaged 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, proving he belonged on the biggest stage. Instead of fading under pressure, he grew sharper, colder, and more dangerous, showing the world a glimpse of what was coming. leadership, and all-star emergence. By his third year in the NBA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wasn't just a rising guard, he was the unquestioned leader of a young Thunder team. Averaging 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists on incredible efficiency. Shooting 51% from the field and 42% from three, he looked unstoppable. But after only 35 games, disaster hit. A foot injury ended his season. For most franchises, losing Sam Presti looked like a genius again. The irony? Just 3 years earlier, the Clippers had traded Shai to get Paul George, believing PG and Kawhi would build a dynasty. Yet by now, Shai was outplaying both of them. Under coach Mark Daigneault, OKC unleashed a new brand of positionless, high-speed basketball, where everyone could handle the ball, switch on defense, and play with freedom. And Shai was the engine. Offensively, he cut through defenses with a herky-jerky rhythm that no one could time. Defensively, his long arms became deadly weapons, deflecting passes and locking down opponents. Carrying a massive load on both ends, Shai wasn't supposed to have the energy to dominate everywhere, but night after night, he did. The skinny Canadian kid, once overlooked, had become the heartbeat of one of the NBA's most exciting young teams.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has gone from underrated Canadian kid to one of the best players in the world. His handle's calm and precise, like a metronome, never rushed, always in control. OKC won 57 games and grabbed the #1 seed in the West. They had the best defense in the league, but when games got tough, it was Shai who closed them. He dropped 30 or more in over 50 games, made All-NBA first team, The Thunder lost in the second round, but their future is set. With all their draft picks, cap space, and a superstar who's still getting better, OKC is a team to fear, and it's all because of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So what do you think? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, can SGA win MVP next season or even carry OKC to the finals? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more NBA stories like this one.